FNATIC ONIC Philippines versus CFU Gaming. M6 Swiss Stage Round 2.
That could help swerve them is probably like a drop or even... Oh, there we go. Another pickoff style of hero. I mean, they're playing... Keep in mind, they're playing Beatrix.
Okay, Franco Beatrix, Franco Loyi, very Indonesia coded. A shout out to, if I'm not mistaken, it's Evos Legends back in MPL Philippines Season 13 who showed me this combo. But it's a Sicilian, and Sicilian's happy to go up against Franco.
The champions of the Philippines, FNATIC ONIC.
Definitely too. I'd be a little bit worried if the pickoff potential comes through with that Franco Beatrix combination.
Yeah. And as we enter the Land of Dawn for match number 7 of day number 2 for the Swiss stage.
Welcome to Moskov.
You know, the thing is, with the Kaja a while ago from Aurora, it wasn't as active as we wanted it to be, especially if you have a Beatrix up against Harith right now. So right now, if you're OP, you really have to be proactive. Make those, look for those pickoffs. Activate CFU Gaming right away. Give Sing the space that he needs. Because yesterday, when we saw CFU Gaming go up against NIP Flash, the moment that they gave Sing his power spike, the moment that they gave him a lot of space, he was able to pop off up against NIP Flash.
Definitely was. I mean, that's at this point with the Beatrix, you know, in that matchup against the Harith, they're gonna have to make something work here. Brusco, mind you, yesterday I think he had the record. What was it, the fastest first blood at what, 54 seconds? And this time around, still early pressure. Wanted taking a couple shots, might have taken too many, won't be able to escape that first blood in the hands of King Kong. Might be looking for more. Oh, Detective runs into the wall with the Cyclone Eye, already a double for King Kong.
And that's not what you want if you're going up against FNATIC ONIC, Paige. I mean, yesterday they went up against tlid for the fastest game this Swiss stage, 11 minutes and 11 seconds. And assuming that this game goes to the late game, again, they have Super Friends.
OP. Already burning the flicker, and you know, you make a good point here. And most people, you know, the worst person to give that early double kill to is obviously a jungler like the Suyo that really performs really well. Even down a couple health bars, they'll still go ahead and check Wadu.
Much as information as he can, and that's the same goal of the Hilda, because towards the mid to late game, these two heroes, especially the Hilda, almost becomes non-existent, especially if the turtle will be secured by FNATIC.
It's gonna be secured. King Kong gets it. There's the Raging Sandstorm. Won't be able to find a connection though. They're caught in place, and they actually just back off Kirk as well.
Iron Hook, but it's looking like Super Prince wants to go in.
Super Prince wants to go for Z. There's the Raging Sandstorm. They're gonna be able to pick up the kill. This time around for Brusco. Here for Detective. Turtle spawns now. Oh, there's the hook. This might be a lockdown they're looking for. Bloody Hunt 2. Taking out Brusco. Good response from CFU.
Diversion.
Diversion gonna be used. Get in position. King Kong round the corner, takes the shot, has the information, waiting on the rest of the team. Kirk joins as well. Looks for Wadu, goes in. Doesn't use the kick though, and that'll be the turtle for CFU. Able to find something. It does whittle down that gold lead a little bit that FNOP was building up, but they still have work to do.
And that's what we were saying. OP really needs to connect with the Iron Hook. Oh, kick!
There's the kick from Kirk. Right into the blades of King Kong. And there's a shot. Z has to be careful. He takes another bad impact. But that's why Kirk, he held on to that Way of the Dragon earlier on. We've seen this before where Franco, you know, it's kind of, even if you miss the hooks, it's that one hook that can change the course of a game later on, but you also have to stop the game from just scaling out of favor. Diversion gonna be used. They send in the whole team through. Looking to crash down. Brusco in trouble again as he's taken out by Z. Super Prince and Kelra still gonna be okay though. 4 members from CFU focusing on the bottom side. They're gonna crash down. Kelra in trouble as a double for Z, and now Super Prince in trouble as they pick up another kill. And CFU now taking the momentum just around the corner. King Kong and Kirk waiting patiently, but they don't want anything to do with CFU right there.
They don't want to smoke. They don't want to overcommit up against CFU Gaming. That was a huge play, but Kirk
could be in trouble. Does get away, still has the safety of the turret. Brusco, but look at all the bodies here on the bottom side, and Brusco has to flicker out. The hook is actually gonna land, and a good hook. Raging Sandstorm on the defense, and now Kelra joining the fight. Pops the Zaman Force just to cover, and Super Prince will help him out. Good thing Brusco stays alive. They trade the objective as the turtle, the last one of the game, goes to FNOP.
So CFU Gaming was able to secure a turret down bottom. But in exchange, they wanted to go for a kill onto Brusco. They did, however, expend his flicker, but the problem was FNATIC ONIC was ready for that, and they were 2 steps ahead because they wanted to go for the trade for the turtle instead, and they were successful in doing so. So right now, FNATIC still clinging on to that 2.2k gold lead. But the thing is, for CFU Gaming,
the rapid boots, he's got the speed and he's got the freeze as well. Look at the play though. Up here, the tier 2 was being worked on the whole time. And now they're gonna go take this purple buff away. There's the pull though. Brusco jumps on in. Kirk's already out. Kelra drops the Zom in force. King Kong takes the shot on the backside. There's no turret to help them out. They're still taking the brunt of the damage and they have to back off. As FNOP loses to OB with a flicker back after the hook. And there's the shot from Zing. Finally lining it up and takes out King Kong.
CFU shocking FNATIC ONIC Philippines with a quick response, a quick diversion play onto their jungle, onto their middle lane, disrupting the plans of FNATIC ONIC Philippines. And again, OP stepping up to the plate, connecting with the Iron Hooks, connecting with the Bloody Hunt. And again, going back at the item builds, first item, Winter Crown. So you know he's willing to dive in, cast that flicker, Bloody Hunt, then eventually cast that Winter Crown to evade a potential death. Now CFU Gaming, all eyes are on the mid lane. Brusco pops his conceal. As CFU Gaming just really trying to get the upper hand here, providing a lot of vision, but look at Kirk, okay? He's not gonna make a play there, but he does have a lot of information, especially coming in to this very first Lord.
Given the information that they need. This is the thing, OP, you know, he's, I don't know, that Winter Crown really helping him out, landing the hooks that he needs to land. And now that the Lord is up, FNATIC actually gets checked into a position where they can't confidently just go ahead and start this up and take it. You know, they really have to respect the fact that CFU has been winning the past few minutes. Yeah, that tier 2 was down in the mid lane, but at what cost at the same time? There it is again. King Kong will avoid that hook. They're going to crash down looking for Wadu, but there's Kirk with the kick right on the mark, and then the Raging Sandstorm in the backside. They're cut off into 2. Brusco will heal back up, and Detective gets taken out. A great team fight from FNOP, and now the Lord on their sights for the taking.
Just like that, FNATIC once again back on top, back on full control. We'll get an uncontested Lord for the taking. And this is what happens when the Iron Hook is already casted.
Level 15, the Detective's level 11. I mean, they're going to clear out this Lord just fine, but Kirk goes in with a kick again, the way the Dragon right on the mark, and Wadu taken out in an instance, and that's the overload of damage that this lineup from FNOP gives. They won't get to the base turrets just yet. Looks like CFU will be able to hold on to the shields unless they put the pressure in this mid lane, just trying to get the shields down. Not sure if they're able to, they do dodge that hook. So that might be all they get. Still eyes up here on the top side from FNOP to get that tier 2 down.
Okay, so now it's in the hands of Z. OP, I mean, he's been connecting with the Iron Hooks, connecting with the Bloody Hunt, and this time they really need to have a beautiful diversion play. Might be to contest for the second Lord, might be to catch FNATIC ONIC PH off guard when they're gonna get the purple buff, like this potential play.
All right, they're going to be seen. And, you know, I think that's what CFU has to do. You know, they've done relatively well.
So in terms of damage, physical damage, they're not going to lack that. They can actually make a potential burst play, especially if OP again catches someone with his Iron Hook.
It's going to have to. This time around, they're going to set up around this Lord. There's a conceal. Brusco gives him the information. Wadu again at the front of it all. The Lord's going to be taken, and CFU tries to take it. Detective will be able to secure the Lord, but who's going to win the fight? Wadu in trouble. He goes down. The trade already, the 1 for 2, but Kirk on the hunt, looking for it. Flickers in. There's the kick, but the diversion will save him. They get back to base with a crown there, and now FNOP has to clear out the Lord. Good usage, though, to stay alive for CFU. But FNOP, how are they going to play around this? They have 4 members ready to go ahead and push in.
Detective got left behind with that diversion play. He became the sacrificial lamb for CFU Gaming. That's why CFU, they weren't able to utilize the Lord that FNATIC ONIC easily bursted down, and now they have to watch out for the range that Super Friends has been showing with the Sanguine Claws, with the Bat's Impact, especially at this point in the game. Already has 200+ stacks with the Bat's Impact, and it's going to be crucial for CFU Gaming to get the necessary pickoffs that they need. OP once again needs to find the proper target. Super Prince, Kelra, King Kong, or King Kong whenever there's a neutral objective like the Lord for the taking. And at this point, FNATIC ONIC Philippines, 5K, they're just really waiting for that Lord once again before they end this game. But there's a diversion play. Are they gonna commit though?
Diversion again, right into Brusco's arms, locked down too, but they're gonna fight anyway. Kirk gone out of the picture as well. Super Prince firing off from the backside, pops the Bat's Feast, and the bad impacts are too much to handle. Super Prince and King Kong will get the wipeout. The two of them will march down the mid lane, and it's way too long for the rest of these death timers to come up. They march in with the minions. The mid turret's gonna go down. They should have enough clear to go ahead and close out the game as King Kong and Super Prince will cap out this best of one against CFU Gaming.
The Super Family once again reigns supreme. Despite the unexpected diversion play, despite the pickoff onto Brusco, you cannot count out the mechanics, the Sicilian of Super Prince, one of the most unsung heroes in this M series.